Alright guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to Be Good to Your Brother.
With Jake and Gabe. A little different setup this week.
Yeah, we thought moving around the room for a different angle wasn't enough, so we decided to record our trip to Colorado.
We're on I-64 right now, heading west to St. Louis is where we get off on this road.
Yeah.
So where are we at right now?
We are
Midway?
Midway. Yeah.
I don't know. We're on our way to somewheres. We got about 16 hours ahead of us, and we're going to try to have ourselves a good time. So we figured we'd shoot a little podcast episode on the way there, kill some time, and have some fun with it, I guess.
Definitely.
But what we got going on? Well, besides this.
Besides this,
Yeah.
a whole lot of dedication to you guys, because poor Gabe has been struggling to get this camera going for a minute now, and we've been fighting our mic set up, so just know we're dedicated to you.
Well, we're trying anyways.
We're trying our hardest.
We got a new camera. We're shooting on the GoPro.
Oh yeah, new camera. We're going to talk about that a little bit.
Shooting on the GoPro, figured that'd be a good business expense, and well, just an excuse to buy something nice, really.
Good write-off.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm excited about this trip. The farthest I've never went out driving this far west. The farthest west I went driving is St. Louis. So.
Oh, we're going to crush that.
So going past that, I'm pretty excited to see all the scenery and stuff. I've been to Seattle. I guess Alaska's the farthest west I've ever been. But we flew up to Seattle and got on a cruise and cruised that whole area. But
just wait till you see the scenery in Kansas. It's a
nothing.
lovely drive of
windmills and
windmills, flashing red lights.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this week I haven't been doing much besides just sitting around and waiting for this trip. I've kind of felt like because last week I had church camp, so it was bang, bang, bang every day, and this week has been literally nothing, and I felt useless and worthless this week in just literally everything I was doing. But we're here now, so
you definitely got me beat on the week. I went down to Tennessee with some friends, and we had us a good time. Celebrated our buddy Jimmy. Jimmy's headed off to State Trooper Academy. He finally got accepted into it today.
Oh, really?
He just has to pass his medical, and then they're gonna sit down with him, I believe, and then he'll come on to the academy. And
yeah,
I'm really proud of him. I'm really happy for him. And if he doesn't want this out there, we'll just cut this out. But he, as of yesterday, is engaged to his girlfriend Christina. I'm sorry, Christina, I just butchered your name. But I think they're just perfect for one another, and they're such an awesome couple. They no drama whatsoever whenever you're hanging out with them. And I truly believe, like, if any couple's made for one another, it's them. And I can't wait to see them, get married and keep growing together. It'll be cool.
Yeah. Shout out them too.
Shout out to Jimmy and Christine.
Well, we are in the Tacoma right now.
Old Tacoma.
Just looking back, and we're loaded down in the back. We got 2 big old cases of L8s for the family out there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's gonna be a cool trip, hopefully. But we struggled, to be honest with you, thinking of ideas to talk about for this episode. And that's when Jake kind of brought up the idea that actually Caleb Witt had.
Yeah.
For room for improvement. There's always room for improvement in anything you're doing. And I get to thinking back to this past week of, I guess, my life in just every aspect of it, where I've just kind of sit around and not really, I don't know, felt like I've done the best that I could be doing in whatever I was doing this week, if that makes any sense at all. Whether it was running or, last night, Wednesday night at church, I just feel like there's a lot of room for improvement what I'm doing, and I got a feeling that's been from, I've kind of felt burnt out here recently of just, I don't know what it is, whether it's from the running or from the, I just don't know how to describe it, if that makes sense, which I guess is kind of bad to be saying on the podcast. We're supposed to be talking about things, but you know, I just feel burnt out. But there's not the end goal I'm trying to get to. I guess that's why I'm feeling this burnout, is because I don't have an end goal that I'm chasing after. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so last time we talked about this, we signed up for a half marathon and an ultra marathon because we didn't have a goal and we were kind of in a rut. Yeah. Honestly, I was in a rut with work. I mean, we had the podcast going, but it kind of gotten to a point where like the podcast was almost self-autonomous. Yeah. I don't even know if that's the correct way to say that, but like me and Gabe, we kind of just showed up, we did our thing, and that was it. And signing up for the half marathon together was really good. It was a goal for us to work toward. I don't want to say an end goal because that's kind of what I'm coming to. But it was a goal for us to work toward, and it was something we could explore. Sorry, I'm focused on driving right now, and it's hard to talk when you're focused on driving. It was something we could document. That's the word I'm looking for. Something we could document and kind of show you that the proof's in the pudding. You can do all the things that you need to do. You can work your job. You can put hours into a side hustle, like me and Gabe do, and you can take care of your body. You can do all those things, and that was good. I think that was good for us for a while. But now we're at the awkward stage of like, it's kind of far out. We don't have that initial excitement to train for it because we just signed up and just paid like $80 to run. And so now we're I've definitely veered off a little bit. I've had a few days off of running. Feel like a bum. But I've got a 10K I got to get done this weekend. A little Colorado 10K. I signed up for Garmin Challenge. So I'll get me a badge for running a 10K this weekend. I got you. I'll run it with you. Yeah, I'm sure you will. You're probably with me. But, it's just tough. It's good to set those small goals like we did with the half marathon. That's kind of a smaller goal. I mean, we set that with 3 months, 4 months. Yeah. Prep time. That's a third of a year. So that's kind of a smaller goal relatively. We want to be working towards a bigger goal. And you set a big goal. You set a really big goal last week. I'm not sure you even realize how big of a goal you set.
What was that?
You wanted to be full-time by the end of 2026.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I thought you would. That's kind of what I was getting at. So it's good. It's good to have long-term goals and short-term goals. But to be feeling like you need an end goal, I kind of want more. I kind of want you to define what you're looking for as an end goal.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
the hard part.
That's the hard part. I mean, I've said it 40 million times on here. It's just, I don't know. It's just that I guess I'm the type of person that'll do kind of whatever's in front of me. You know, it's like, well, even making the decision on what major I was going to pursue in college. It's like, I was going to go into one thing, but I didn't really like it. Then this other thing, then the sports management thing come up. I'm like, okay, I'll just do that. And I didn't honestly look a lot into it. But now yesterday, I just got my degree in the mail with sports management on it. You know? Yeah. So like, that's just something I did. Then like, for this podcast, you came to me, it's like, hey, we need to get this going. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like right there. And then like yesterday, I got a call from one of Dad's buddies, David Anderson, he said, Gabe, we're putting together this 12-man team that's going to run 206 miles on the Bourbon Trail. You want to be a part of it? I'm like, sure, why not? You know? So I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I've always been the one that just kind of does whatever's in front of you. Like we talked about going to Colorado, and we're doing it right now. I'm like, sure, why not? Like, I didn't think much of it. I was just, let's just go do it, because it sounded like something I'd be interested in doing. It sounded like fun. So when it comes to setting that end goal, I just feel like I'm constantly living just one day at a time. And for a while, I felt like that worked for me. But I don't know if I'm getting burnt out on that schedule of just doing one day, or if I need to set, something different. So I don't know.
I've got a question for you that's probably, it's kind of a deep question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you accomplish something,
Yeah.
you accomplish a goal, or even if you just finish a task, do you feel any sense of accomplishment, or do you feel a sense of relief that you've completed this step in front of you?
That's a good question. I'd say it's a little bit of both. And I've kind of described it before as, you're on that mountaintop. And going back to the marathon thing, because, it's something I'm proud of and doing. And even like graduating college and stuff like that, it's something I'm proud of that I did, is that I got there and it was over. For the college part, it was more of a relief, because you don't have all that work and all that stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
But that's a neat situation, because I'm still going back one more year this year in 2 or 3 weeks, whatever. It starts back to get my master's. So that's a little different situation. But I still felt accomplished in that. But it just felt like something, for me anyways, it just felt like something that everyone did. Or like graduate, or like college, and just everyone around me, that's what everyone was doing. So I didn't feel like kind of any different in that, or felt any like accomplishment in it, which is it's bad to say, because that's a pretty big deal for a lot of people, and not a lot of people do it. But for me, I felt more relief in that, is that, well, I got that over with, let's do something else now.
On to the next.
Yeah. But with the marathon, completing that, I felt really accomplished in it, because you get there, you get to that, you cross that finish line, and I was flooded with emotions, because I was just in a 17-week long battle, basically a mental battle with myself of how bad do you want this every day, if you're running for an hour plus most times, or 45 minutes plus most times. It's really that conversation with yourself, how bad do you want this? And if I didn't have that conversation with myself on those each day 17 weeks before it crossing that finish line, I probably wouldn't have completed it. And I guess that's just, thinking about it right now, that's probably the question I need to be asking myself, is how bad do you want this in whatever I'm doing? And maybe that's why I'm kind of feeling the burnout right now, because usually whenever I'm preparing to do whatever it is in my life, I don't feel like I'm wanting it that bad, if that makes sense. People have asked me, it's like, well, how do you do it? Or like, how did you do those things? I'm like, well, I just had a different mentality during that time in my life. And I've said it before, I've lost that mentality, and I guess I need to get that back, or work to alter the mentality I'm in right now. Because, with the mentality I'm in right now, I just don't feel like that's where it needs to be. So hopefully we can use this week, or I can use this week as kind of a reset of kind of a new challenge out there, because, we've got this camera, we got 2 cameras now that we can shoot stuff with, and put stories together, and make videos, and just do whatever that we need to get done. And hopefully produce some cool stuff and produce some cool things. And so hopefully I can just kind of, I don't know, I guess reset would be the right term, because just even when I'm going out on runs and stuff, like I could go run, used to months ago, I could go run 10 miles and it wouldn't even faze me. Like right now I'm struggling to get in 2. Like I don't know what it is, if it's the way I'm eating or if it's the way that just where my head's at. I don't know. It's like yesterday my plan was to go run at least 4 miles, at least. And I got out and I ran 3 miles and my heart rate was like up to 180, and it never gets that high when I'm running. So it's usually in the 165 to 170 range is where it's at, and it was up to 180, and like I just felt like my legs just couldn't go anymore. So I dialed it back some. I slowed down because I still wanted to get at least 4 in, but I slowed down probably 30-40 seconds off my pace time, but my heart rate was staying the same, but my breathing was like I wasn't struggling to breathe. Just my heart just felt like it was beating out of my chest. And I don't know. Then I ran up to mile 4 like that. Then once I hit mile 4, I slowed down even more to try to get my heart rate back under control, and it never, like it stayed the same. It was the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest feeling. Like this morning when I ran, like I struggled a lot to get 2 miles in. It was a slow, and my heart rate was up again. So I don't know if it's, I got a feeling it's got to be my headspace, where my head's at, that's affecting the other things in my body. I don't know. It's kind of a weird feeling for me right now. So hoping we can just use this week to kind of reset on some things. I don't know if I've been stressed out or this or that. I don't know. It's just been weird. It's just been weird for me. But anyways, I kind of got personal there. But
that's all right.
But the burnout, going back to the burnout topic, I've just felt burnout on everything that I've done, but I feel like I don't have a reason to be burnt out because I haven't been doing much, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
I feel like,
did that answer your question?
That did. I feel like, I don't know, it's almost like we're talking about an addiction right now. Is what it almost feels like, because it feels like you did the 26.2. You ran that marathon. You chased that achievement. You fought with yourself, like you said, for 17 weeks every day. How bad do I want this? How bad do I want this? And if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
So you had this immense mental struggle with yourself. And then, like, you got to the top of that mountain, like you said, and it was like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
You did enjoy that. You know, you said you had a huge wave of emotions, and I can't imagine that it would be, like, easy for you to just be half as motivated for a half marathon.
Yeah.
Because you've already pushed your limits. You've already pushed yourself past double, or not past double, but double what you're working toward right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like that could be a part of it. Like most things, it's probably a culmination of just everything going on.
Yeah.
And like you said, you're always moving. You're always taking the next logical progression in front of you. Like, I came to you to talk about the podcast, and I was worried about having the perfect camera, the perfect setup, the perfect mics, the perfect lighting, and you're like, all right, let's shoot in one of your spare bedrooms.
Yeah. And
I was like, okay. And then we did it. We just hit the ground running, and we've been building on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've taken risk against ourselves. Nothing crazy. It's a GoPro.
Yeah.
But like we're taking risk, and we're putting our our efforts, our energy, our resources into growing this. And it's like you've been doing that natural progression for over 4 years now.
Yeah.
And I think it may just be your perception. I feel like you don't realize quite how much you do. You even talked about this last week. You said you felt like you did nothing one day, and you're like, I was up in the morning, drove home from Cincinnati, and then you did this and this and that, and then you get back home at 11 o'clock at night, and you were go, go, go all day.
Yeah.
So, and then it could be everything. You could just hit, you could have just hit a physical plateau. Like, you remember when we played football in high school.
Yeah.
And in the gym, in the weight room, you just hit plateaus. You would just hit a plateau, and I remember I hit a plateau at 290 pounds on bench press, and I just never, I never broke it. I mean, I worked at it for a full football season and never broke that plateau.
Yeah.
It just happens, and that was probably because I was on the same training routine. But, I mean, you can't just, specialize training for one kid on the team because his lifts aren't going up, you know?
Yeah.
So it could just be that. All kinds of different factors that are taking a toll on you.
Yeah.
And you really do, talking to you about running really feels like talking to someone that has an addiction.
Yeah.
Have you felt that way?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, today was 718 days in a row of doing it, whether I wanted to or not.
Yeah.
You know? But I like that point you brought up of the plateau. I've never really thought of it that way. You saying that way, I think that is what I'm feeling right now. I'm just in a plateau, I guess, in life. I don't know. I just feel like I've been the same at it for the past since I guess this whole summer since I graduated.
Yeah.
Just been the same, doing the same things, and I guess maybe also this week I've kind of felt a little stressed out, which normally doesn't happen to me. Is that I usually try not to get stressed out, but this week kind of put some stress on me because I found out Sunday night I had a meeting with my graduate assistant stuff, with the people doing the graduate assistantships and all that stuff. And I found out that I'm going to be teaching a class at Eastern, which is no big deal for me because it's cardio and weights. It's ESS 190. It's a 1 credit hour elective class and all that. But then with my night classes, but what really kind of made me kind of stressed out and upset about it is that I had to back out of a commitment that I made, and I guess that kind of messed with me a little bit. Is that I was going to be coaching middle school football this year, and I had to back out of that because just the times I would only be able to be at a football practice on a Tuesday, and I wouldn't be able to go to any of the games, and I'd only be able to be there at practice on Tuesdays. And at that point, I don't think it's fair to them for them to be able to count on me for only one day of the week, or something like that. And it's not fair to me. I just didn't think it was a good situation. Plus, I've been missing this whole week of practice again. I missed all of last week of practice, and I've been to the 2 practices the whole season, and they've been going on for almost a month now.
Yeah.
So I just feel like with all my other responsibilities that I had going on, it kind of hurt me to cut that out because I really enjoyed doing that. So that might have been another thing, or I don't know. It's just, I think a plateau is a good word to describe it. I think it is, and just everything in my life, I feel like a plateau. So hopefully, once school starts back, I'll kind of get on a schedule of things because I haven't been on a schedule this summer.
Yeah.
that I guess that might have hurt me a little bit too, not being on a schedule doing things. But hopefully, once school starts back and things get rolling, and I kind of get in a groove again, I can start planning things out. And, the half marathon will be in mid-September. Then we got the Mackenzie in late October.
Yeah.
And plus October 3rd and 4th, I'm doing that 12-man relay, 206 miles. That's going to be, I think that'll be really fun, because Dr. Muff actually mentioned it to me last semester. He's like, hey, we might be getting a team together for this if you'd be interested. I said, yeah, just let me know. But he never got to me about it, and I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, David called me up yesterday, said, hey, we need a guy to be on the team. You'll be in my van. It's all paid for. We got a sponsor. We're going to drive from, was it Clearmount? Is that
Clearmont? Yeah.
Clearmont. It's the Bourbon Trail, so it starts at the Jim Dean distillery, and it finishes up in Lexington.
It's so cool. I'm so jealous.
So I'll run 3 legs, 36 total legs. I'll run 3 of them, and you'll just follow them. You'll be in a van, and you'll just follow whoever's running along, and you'll stop at different places and get out and sightsee and just do all the things. And you stop at all these distilleries and all this stuff. And but I'll probably be running 20 to 25 miles, I'd say, broken up into 3 different sections. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a really good time. And so that's something to look forward to and train to. And I think that'll be good prep for the Mackenzie.
Definitely.
Really, because it's going to take 30 hours to complete the whole thing. So, I won't be running for 30 hours, but I'll be running for, I don't know, however long it takes me to run. But I just being in that environment, and I can work with the nutrition aspect of it, and being around other people that's doing it too. I think that'll be really cool.
For sure.
But
it'll be good for the Mackenzie because you're going to be breaking it up.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have a good break between your legs.
Yeah.
And that would be really difficult. Like getting yourself, it's like if you watch a UFC fight and the fight gets broken up.
Yeah.
And then they go back to it. And it's like, no matter what the reason for kind of breaking the fight up, resetting, it kind of takes you out of it for a second, and then it brings you back in.
Yeah.
And having to lock back in on whatever you're doing after you've had that big of a break, that'll be tough. I can't believe I just said UFC fight. MMA. I'm so sorry. Gosh, I'm so disappointed in myself.
Same thing.
No.
Well, the UFC is MMA.
Yeah, but it's not. Anyway, that's a completely negligent tangent. I don't think I used that word right.
Negligent?
Yeah, I'm tired, Gabe. I didn't sleep hardly at all last night. I couldn't sleep on the way home from Tennessee. Rain was recovering. RK, producers in the back. Heard her snoring a minute ago, I think.
But anyways, where were we? We were talking. Where was that topic going? Room for improvement.
Yeah, that was the next progression. If I didn't distract us.
So I think that, I guess just talking about this has really kind of eased my mind a little bit on it, on the whole topic, or the whole subject, anyways. And it brings to my attention that I can always be getting better than where I'm at right now. Whether I've hit this plateau eventually, if you'd have changed up a training program, you probably would have hit 315 on bench, So I think that's might be what I have to do, is just kind of change what I'm doing.
Something up.
It's because, I sent you that video to post on the TikTok last night after I got done running, and it just felt like something needed to change.
Yeah.
but I don't know what that change is. So, I don't know.
I feel like it's a really good sign that you need to go further. Well, this is kind of the same point. Just two different aspects to it. It's a sign that you need to lean into.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm not going to tell you to give up on college and just run.
Yeah.
But if running is the thing that you care the most about, that doesn't even feel right to say, but like in your life,
I put a lot of time into it.
You get the greatest sense of accomplishment, the greatest sense of like self-worth, maybe, out of running. Then maybe that's what you need to lean into.
Yeah.
And that, like, to people that don't love something, leaning into loving something doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it, like, it can still be, I'm struggling to say what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's just, like, it's not always going to make sense to the people around you.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying to say I should focus on running, I should look for opportunities that let me focus on running.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of the times, some of the best success stories are about someone that's just dedicated to whatever they love.
Mm-hmm. But then again, kind of like on the flip side, I don't know if I want that to be my whole identity, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes I've kind of made that my identity. It's like I'm the guy that goes out and you'll see in town running, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to say that I've put too much time into it, because, you know, I think the time that I have put into it's important. You know, it's I do it for me. You know, I put that time in it for me. But I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I went too far into it. I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but I haven't went too far into it. It's just that I don't know. It's an interesting thing that you can't put words to.
Yeah.
You know.
Then maybe it's not that you need to lean further into just running. Maybe you need to branch out kind of and get into different stuff, and maybe you should lean more into like different training strategies.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Recovery strategies. What's the word I'm looking for? Like nutritional supplementation.
I think that'd be very beneficial for me. It's just a change because I've done the same stuff. Well, before January, that stretch of January to April, I changed up. But before January, all the way back to August 6, 2023, then after April 26, 2025 to now, I've done the same thing. So that's over a year worth of doing the same thing. Probably a year and eight months of doing the exact same thing when it comes to training or when it comes to running. I think it's time for some sort of change.
Yeah.
I would say, whether that be as simple as getting a different pair of shoes, or as simple as
maybe you need to find a road bike.
Yeah.
Start swimming.
Yeah, I don't.
Go do an Ironman.
Yeah, I don't know. I just that something needs to change, and I just need to find out what that is.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people listening can relate to that.
I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to get tunnel vision.
Yeah.
On anything in life, because whenever you're thinking about your life, you're not thinking in like the next 4 hours.
Yeah.
At least that's not common in our situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're fortunate enough to live somewhere with so much opportunity.
Yeah.
And so much freedom to get out and pursue what we want to pursue. So you're not thinking, like, whenever you're thinking about your life, you're not thinking on a 24-hour basis. If you're thinking about your life, you're thinking of, like, retirement. You're thinking of your future kids and how you're going to take care of them. And that is daunting, and it's really hard to look at. I forgot completely where I was going with this. Gosh,
write it down.
I can't, man.
I know.
I'd wreck us.
But I don't know. It's just there's always room for improvement, and you just need to find the thing that you want to improve and go after it.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Cut that out. Tunnel vision is what I was getting at. It's like you're thinking about your life over the next 20 years. I mean, Dad always asks me, "What are you doing in 5 years?"
Yeah.
And he's asked me so many times that I try to have an answer.
Yeah.
And in 5 years, I want this to be my main thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, you set that goal of next year, but I hope it happens. I really do. Like that's how you get into tunnel vision. It's because you're looking at 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and if you're as young as us and you're thinking about being able to retire one day, you're looking at 40 years.
Yeah.
And you don't get to retirement in 40 years by making $10 million at age 64. You want to slowly accumulate, and you want to chip away at it every single day. So that's kind of like, to me, there's a dangerous, like, gray area between consistency and just tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And you're gonna only look at one thing, and you're gonna miss everything around you. Like, I've been driving for an hour and a half now.
Yeah.
And I really haven't looked at that many trees. I've been looking at the road so we don't die.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of trees around us, and it's really important that we don't die. But I could look out and look at the trees every now and then.
Yeah. It's like we've been talking for, what, almost an hour now.
I'm actually getting worried about the camera.
Why?
The battery life.
We'll tap on it and see what's happening with it. You can see our view for a second. Son, we were good. We've been shooting for 38 minutes, 73%.
Go.
But anyways, I mean, we've been talking for almost 40 minutes now. We're almost to Louisville, and it's felt like 2 seconds that went by, you know? So
maybe we should do this all the way to Colorado.
Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing for sure.
This kind of gets into something I've been wanting to talk about, and I may have touched on it a little bit, but it's something that I really try to think about as often as I can now, and that is measurable versus immeasurable values. And going back to tunnel vision, it's super easy to get caught up in the stuff we can measure.
Mm-hmm.
Now you hear people say what gets measured gets managed, and that's great. Like, being able to measure where you're at so that you can consistently chip away to get to your goals, that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. But you can't forget about the stuff you can't measure. Like, you can open up your bank account and see numbers there, and you can look at your check and see how much you're getting paid. And that's what people get caught up in. That's what people care about, and sometimes too much.
Yeah.
You can't, like, I can't look inside your head and see a number of how happy you are with your life. I can't, like, nobody can see and measure how much love I've got around me.
Yeah.
And, you know, we talked about this a little bit. It's like, if you're not following your passion, then you're going to end up following somebody else's because you're looking around with envy and you're looking at what other people have and you're, well, I want that because they have that. And if you just seen it there, you'd be like, you know, I don't really care for that. It's good to keep in mind. It's so difficult to balance everything.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime I try to, like, I don't want to say fix my life, but anytime I'm like, I have a moment where I need to get some stuff together, it always comes down to balance.
Yeah.
Like, how do I need to balance the things I'm doing off of one another?
I think for me, a lot of times, when it comes to balancing those things, I've got so much going on, I get so overwhelmed in trying to do each of those things, I end up not doing any of them, and I just end up there just sitting at it, waiting for it to get done, and it's just not getting done because I'm not putting effort into it because I've got so much stuff going on. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely. It's. Oh, I gotta yawn. We might cut that out.
It'll make me yawn now, but it's just finding that balance in whatever you're doing is tough. It's like I mentioned earlier, it's like with the football stuff this year, I just had to cut it out completely just because I couldn't have fit it in. You know, I couldn't have put it in.
And you're such a dedicated person. Not coaching football is a very reasonable decision given your situation.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of just self-preservation. Like, you can do that so that you can do this thing because this thing is going to open up more opportunities for you. It would make a whole lot of sense to give up on a free master's degree so you can coach a middle school team. Like, you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to like call you out, but you're just such a dedicated person to the things that you do that making that decision, which is the correct decision, it seems like, for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's a completely just thing. It seems like it's thrown you off.
Yeah, I think it kind of has. It just, I don't know. It's just been one of them times, I guess, the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like something's off, and I don't know what it is. Is the feeling I've kind of got now, but I don't know. We'll get through it. And we'll work through it, and good things will come out of it. That's what I've told
Good
them.
things will come from hard work.
Yeah.
Nothing in life.
But there's room for improvement. Thanks to Caleb Witt for the ideas. Shout out.
Shout out to Caleb Witt.
Best quarterback in the state. Flag football.
Best QB in the state.
Bambinos. Love that guy. But that leads into something else. The room for improvement. There's also opportunities to get better, which was another Caleb Witt idea. Shout out. I think so, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another good topic. There is always opportunities to get better in whatever you're doing, and you got to jump on them. A good opportunity for us, the Be Good to Your Brother brand or company or whatever you want to call us. We were reached out the other day by this social media company called Act Social, and they said, "Hey, we listened, we saw you, and we were wondering if you wanted to collaborate on anything." So I says, "Yeah, we'll set up a meeting." So I met with a guy named Chance over there, and we're gonna have him on the podcast hopefully early August. I think that'll be a neat opportunity because, you know, once he comes on, he can share a little bit more about what they're about. But just kind of a summary of what they're about. They're a Christian social media platform, And it's very interesting because, you know, their whole thing is that, you know, they're wanting to compete with the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the all that. They're wanting to compete with them, and I think that's really cool that they're, you know, going out there and they're brand new. So, and I think it's neat that they saw us. So we've set up a page over there on their platform, Act Social. I mean, if you guys want to check it out, I don't know what this guy's doing.
Oh, hey, Gabe.
That's a.
This is why insurance premiums are so high, folks.
But I don't know. I think it's a neat opportunity, for sure, for us and to be seen by more people.
Definitely some good exposure. And
yeah.
I think that's one of your best qualities is your ability to say yes to just doing something.
Yeah. Cybertruck.
Oh,
thing's decked out.
Yeah, you got some KC lights.
Anyways, back to the topic.
Yeah, man, I've already talked about it this episode, and you have too, the podcast. Like,
yeah.
You just jumped on it. There wasn't like, and results kind of follow it.
Uh-huh.
If you just jump into it and you start picking if you've got a problem, you've got something you're wanting to do, and if you just jump into it and you can accept the fact that you don't really know what you're doing, but you're willing to try,
yeah,
then a lot of good can come from it. I think it beats sitting there and looking at the problem and having no action, just thinking about your problem.
Yeah.
And what is the exact best way to go about fixing the problem. Like, you can sit there and think about it for a week. If day one, you just like start plugging away at it, start taking stuff apart, look at, like, bring everything you're looking at into small pieces and keep breaking it down, then you may have gotten your problem solved in 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be faster than just thinking about it. Because if you just think about it, conditions are never perfect. They just aren't. Like, we were trying to plan on when to leave. I wanted to be home around 1. Did not happen. And I knew it. So I wasn't tore up about it or nothing. Because I knew, like, stuff happens. There was a wreck on the interstate, a really bad wreck, actually. Hopefully everyone is okay. And that held us up for almost an hour. We drove past our last turnaround spot. Kind of regretted not turning around. The ability to take action is just so valuable. I am definitely one that wants to find the best way to proceed before you do anything, and I've got to work on that and constantly fight.
Which, that's not, you know, I always thought, or I guess the way I look at it was educated risks, or shoot, how did I put it?
Educated guess.
Take risk.
Calculated risk.
is the right, I guess is the right word. I like to take calculated risk. Tunnel. Anyways. But when just in anything I'm doing, I like to say yes to a lot of like opportunities and stuff, because, you know, it beats sitting at the house and doing nothing.
Yeah.
But you got to make sure the things that you're doing, you know, are good, first of all, or that align with what you want your life to be, and how you're doing it, and good for you and good for the people around you. And it's just, I think it's good to a lot of times take a step back, say, hey, let me think about it before I say yes to the thing, or before I say no to a thing. Let me sit back and think about it, and let me really think this action through. And I wrote down here about saying yes to spontaneous things. Well, I know back in 2022 when we were sitting in Case one day, we planned a trip to go out west.
Yeah.
And we're making it happen now. We planned for this summer right here that we were going to go out. The circumstances changed
a lot.
It's like, but we're here, we're doing it, and but it's just saying yes to those spontaneous things, but make sure that they're educated, that they have, before you say yes or no, make sure that you're doing it for the right reason. So, yeah.
You hear work smarter, not harder. People throw that around. And I feel like, yes, work smarter, not harder. Don't break your back when you can use leverage to lift something instead of just hurting yourself and being miserable. But don't forget how valuable hard work is. Like, New York City wouldn't be up without a bunch of iron workers with broke backs.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like I'm advocating against working smarter, but the value of taking action and just getting after something.
Yeah.
As you say, Dad's gonna pick on me for that. But like, just getting after it is so valuable.
I hate to cut you off.
You're all right.
But
we got problems.
I think we need to appreciate this view coming in here. This is bringing back memories for me right now from back in April, because that was the last time I was up here in Louisville.
So pretty. That bridge.
Yeah, look at it.
That sunset.
See, this is what we got the GoPro for, to see all this cool stuff. With the sun behind it, I mean, look at it. Absolutely crazy. But anyways, this exit up here, this exit 5, this is a fun story. When me and Dad and Andrew were up here for the run, for the marathon, we had to get off, and the exit, it might have been exit 5 or whatever, but the exit was backed up bad, and because everyone was getting off this road to go to the race.
Yeah.
And me and Andrew got out of the car like while we were off the interstate, but we were on like...
You were on the ramp?
We were towards the end of the ramp, and we got
You just stopped off?
Yeah. It was actually, it might have been a different interstate. It might have been over there. But right over there to the left is where the race started.
Really?
But anyway, here's the Yum Center and all that stuff. But with the, oh my gosh,
gorgeous.
Look at the sunset over there. But anyways, this brings back, the marathon ran right down that street over there. But anyways.
This is actually, I've got a baby, my baby it'll be Goodyear Brother production that I want to start working on here soon. Kind of a coal documentary, and not necessarily just coal, but about
Golly, dude.
the Appalachian Mountains and Eastern Kentucky region, and I've got an idea for it. I don't want to spoil too much, but like that infrastructure, that is such a crazy piece of engineering, and
Yeah.
like it's mind blowing to me that all this infrastructure is up from moving coal out of Eastern Kentucky. That may get cut out.
Anyways.
That was a little random.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Saying yes to spontaneous things?
Yeah.
That was spontaneous.
That was spontaneous.
What were you talking about? Sorry, I couldn't.
I was talking about the value of action.
I am the truth, baby.
As opposed to, heck yeah, son.
Well,
I think
I'm seeing some good sights and stuff, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
I think I was getting like dangerously close, and this is coming back to balance a little bit. Of like, I don't want to talk bad about work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
Because you want to do both, but I feel like people use that saying to kind of discredit just working hard.
Uh huh.
It's like you should always try to make things easier within reason. And if I had to move 50 pounds, I wouldn't build a crane to lift it to save my back. I'd probably just grab you and be like, hey man, let's grab this 50 pounds. No, 50 pounds, I'd probably just grab it. But if it was awkward, and I couldn't grab it, oh no, I lost the GPS.
Just stay on 64. You found it.
We're good. I probably would have been fine. We're chipping away.
Yeah.
This is definitely chewing up time.
Be good to your brother at 3 o'clock in the morning when we're driving through Kansas.
We'll fire it back up, and it'll probably just be me snoring. Hopefully not in the seat. If I'm snoring in the seat, we're gonna need the help of a stranger.
But anyways, what were you saying?
I don't even know, Gabe. I was just looking for something.
Alright. How long have we been going? I hate to pick the camera up again. 57 minutes. Oh crap. Just slammed it on the window. This is a very sketch episode.
Very sketchy.
Or very loosely put together. But you know what? It's authentic.
It's authentic.
And we're doing it.
One day we're gonna look back at these videos and be like, hey, remember when we were only getting like 250 views or 150 views? When we did this really crappy episode in the Tacoma, that old Tacoma I had.
But hey, we're doing it. Man, those bridges are kind of cool though.
Yeah.
I never really thought of them until you brought them up. But we're going out here to Colorado. We're gonna shoot some cool. Did we mention the Martin
Martinez?
Yeah.
Well, not by name yet, but I mean,
we're gonna have him on.
We're gonna have him on.
On top of the incline. I think we mentioned it in the first little bit that we tried to start and it just failed. But anyways, we're gonna have him on this week, hopefully. Maybe have a couple other guests on while we're out here and shoot some cool footage and put some stories together and just make a good trip out of this. I'm excited, to say the least. But yeah, I guess we can get into some scripture.
Yeah, that would be good.
Too.
Just to fill the void here.
Yeah, fill the void.
I would also like to interview MK.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm the oldest looking 20-year-old you'll find. But we're a couple old heads, Gabe. There ain't much like us. We are young men, but I think internally we're like 20 years older. Maybe 30 years older than we actually are.
Yeah.
Old souls. But I think it would be neat to talk to Mason and interview him to get a youth perspective of everything. And Mason's sneaky. Mason really is sneaky because he's not quiet. I mean, I love him, but he's not a quiet kid. But he does absorb a lot of information, and then he just drops something on you.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be cool to interview Mason and get his perspective on some things and kind of what he thinks about the opportunity that he's gotten in Colorado to pick up and go plant a new life. Not a new life, but go plant life somewhere that has so much more opportunity compared to where he was.
Which, I've been playing PlayStation with him this past week, and that's the first time I've kind of talked to him in a while. But him just talking about football and stuff like that. And how he's doing well with it. I think that'd be exciting to talk to him about it
for sure.
But getting to our scripture, we got the verse of the day on the Bible app. Let's see what it is. It's Psalms 33 verse 5. The Lord loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of his unfailing love. I think we're going to see a lot of that this week. Just, number one, just God's creation. I got a feeling we're going to see some cool sights. that I've never seen before. You and Rain have seen it before, but I think we're going to see a lot of cool sights, meet some cool people, and just, you know, whenever you do, for me anyways, whenever I do something new that's just kind of based, you know, around people and around, you know, nature itself, it reminds me a lot of you know, of God, because it is His creation, and just in the beauty in all of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's a good reminder that, you know, we're surrounded constantly by it. I mean, we're seeing all these trees right now. I mean, it's funny. Each tree has its own, like, roots in the ground, you know, that's drawing up nutrients. And, you know, each person on the road right now, I mean, I'm counting 20 cars right now.
They all have a life that is equally complex as ours.
There's somebody in that car driving right now, you know, and it's just great that we're just constantly surrounded by it.
I thought that person was going to pull me over for a second. That would have been really funny.
See some blue lights up behind us. But, yeah, it's just a good reminder that, you know, the earth is full of His unfailing love, because a lot of times we see all the sadness and all the bad things that's happening on the news, and just all the bad things that are happening in our lives and stuff. But it's just it's a good reminder that we're constantly surrounded by His unfailing love. And yeah, Psalms 33:5, the Lord loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of His unfailing love. So there we go.
I love it.
We got anything else we need to talk about right now?
I think we're good, buddy. We might be ready to close this up.
I think
this
so
will be a
too.
short episode for us.
Well, the past couple have been, but once we get some guests on, I think we'll get some. Because there for a stretch, I mean, we had 2 episodes in a row, then a couple without a break that we've had. They were long episodes because they've had guests on or just whatever. But here recently, they haven't been real long, but that's okay because we're still doing them, and we're still trying. We're still pushing hard. And I mean, right now, we're 24 weeks into it. Once our next episode is uploaded, so, you know, coming in on half a year of doing this, of being consistent with it, I think it's cool. I think a lot of good's going to come out of this, and hopefully we can help a lot of people with it.
Yeah.
So
I think it's incredible, like the growth we've seen over almost not even half a year, but almost half a year. We've gone from our original idea of being just a source of information,
yeah,
and just about self-improvement, and now we've gotten to a point where we're really, and I think the fruit of the Spirit really captures what we're about.
Yeah.
Because we're applying God's Word to our lives, talking about how we can use it, and talking about getting better in life and getting better with God, and how wonderfully well those two things play one another.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we've gone from that beginning of just being self-improvement, and now we're interviewing people that we've never met.
Yeah.
Like several people that we've never met coming up.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting. I'm really excited for where this goes. And I think, I think to set up not an end goal, but to set a longer term goal, I'd like for Be Good to Your Brother to help out as many people as we can, and in whatever way we can.
Yeah. I agree. I think this is a good close.
I think it is too. Bit of a funny episode. I'm sleep deprived.
Hit the outro song. Pretend I'm playing a guitar. I'll put it in. I'll put it in post. And we love you. Jesus loves you.
Be good to your brother.
Be good to your brother.